So here we are, outside of the box. Everything's still sealed up. We'll save the best for last. Let's go ahead and move this over. Just go through real quick. I know don't exactly have the best opener there, but get to hear all that good unwrapping. It's gonna be the hard shell case that comes with it. Pretty nice. A little bare bones, but you know, there's gonna be tons of other cases you can use for it. Nice little wing. Here. Then we have what I think is gonna be the battery. I already feel it's got quite a bit of weight to it. Let's go ahead and open that up. Got the cable here. Not the longest cable in the world, but to be honest, it's a little longer than I thought it was going to be. A lot of what I see online is that this cable is really short. It's definitely not the longest, but it's actually, I think, going to be okay. There's definitely other chargers that you can buy that are going to allow you to kind of extend how far you go, especially if you have that setup. Charging block is nice. Got this little cutout in case you want to put that device in there. You're probably not going to use that, but they included it. All right, let's get on to the main event. It's going to be my first Onexplayer device, but I have seen these unboxed, and packaging all looks the same. I like what they do. Minimalist. Two colors really nice against each other. Nice premium feel. Wow, that's nice. All right. Let's go ahead and use this tab. Wow, that is, I can tell you already, that is really light. I mean, for what is inside this thing, without the battery, that is super light. Like, honestly, I am very surprised at how light that is. Here's the actual battery. Battery's got a little heft to it. Very nice though. Solid, you can tell. Very well designed. Little kickstand on there. Try that with the device. And that's it. That's all we're gonna have in there. Let's get all this packaging to the side. Take a look at the device. Give you my first impressions of, you know, how it's gonna feel. It's very clicky. I like that. A lot of people aren't the fan of these back buttons. I really enjoy them. I think they're great for the analog down clicks because I really don't like doing that during gaming, so I like to put that on my left. A lot of games use that for sprint. All right, let's go ahead and unseal here. That a little clean there so you can see it. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Alright, so we got the D-pad here. Definitely micro switches. You can tell immediately. Very, very switchy, clicky. But I like it. It's very nice. Analogs. Very nice. good movement. Sticks are a little small, but still, same thing here. Pretty good micro switching going. Onexplayer button. Got your face pad buttons. A little loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Pretty clicky. Maybe not the device to be hanging out in bed with your significant other while they're trying to sleep. Might get some razor shot stares for that, but I mean, they feel nice. I'm sure they'll feel great during gameplay. Same thing with the top. Very clicky, very loud, but they have a great feeling. You can hit them from, I mean, so far. Further, I have huge hands, and you can hit these from all types of angles there. Analogs, very nice. That's the full analog, and then we have the triggers here to make them more, to really take down that travel time, and that's going to be great for shooters, even something like Dark Souls, where you need quick reactions. Yeah, I think I'll usually use that on that. I'm not really much into racing games, which is where I feel like the analog would really stand out, but I love options. Options. I mean, when you're buying a device this expensive, this premium, you gotta have options. Alright, then here we go. We're gonna have our USB 3.0 there. You're gonna have another USB 4 there. You have your barrel jack, DC in, volume rockers, which are reversed, which is very interesting. I'm sure that's going to confuse me. I think I saw people saying they can change it on the console, because that's very confusing. We're going to have our power button with the fingerprint reader, and then we're going to have a headphone jack, which is always appreciated. In the back here, this is not the liquid cooled model. I felt like I wasn't going to use that. I felt like pushing the TDP that high wasn't something I was going to do, and it actually adds, I think, about 60 grams from what I hear. So, but the slot for it is still there. I'm going to leave that alone because I have no reason to touch that. And then here we're going to have a little cover here for the battery, and that is removable and losable, so be careful with that. Hopefully they sell those in the store. If not, I'm sure someone's going to come up with an option in Etsy or some other place, but yeah, that's a little spooky. I love that. Loud clicks, but they feel good. The material's very nice. Not very smudgy. I mean, my hands were clean, but I can see this kind of retaining its cleanliness and not really soaking up the oils from your hands. Under, we're going to have that mini SSD. That's going to be the new SSDs. They're not as good as having, your onboard SSD, but they're going to be a lot better than the micro SSD, speed-wise. Little pricey right now, but honestly, everything is, so... And then another Type-C slot on the bottom would be nice for docking and such. Yeah, I mean, beautiful device, beautiful screen. If I could compare it to anything, I'll grab the closest thing to me. We're gonna have the Legion Go 2 here. See, they're very comparable. Screen size on the Legion Go is going to be a bit bigger, or at least the bezels are. But because of the internal battery here, this is going to weigh a ton more. I mean, this is not going to be a OLED panel. So the Legion Go 2 in the end is going to have, the screen beat, and and that's kind of what they're running their whole campaign on that device. Is screen-wise, it's pretty hard to beat. But I mean, we can do some weighing here and see the difference. Before I do that, let me just click on this battery. So it's just gonna line up. Lock in nice there. Now I can use it. Stand. Yeah. I mean, that's the difference. I mean, the weight is definitely in the battery. It's pretty well balanced though. I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'2", you know, 250. I work out. So for me, the weight is not out of control, but I mean, over a long gaming session, it's kind of top heavy too. I kind of feel like it's leaning away from me, so I can see that being an issue. But I mean, that's what you gotta get. To have this 85 watt battery, you gotta have some weight. But it's also great that it's removable, so if you want to have your sessions at home and you really want to push that TDP anyway, charged it with the barrel charger in, you could just pop that right off, and then this becomes the lightest thing. I mean, we'll see here with the scale, but that is insanely light. Yeah, so we're getting 708 there. 708, and that's without the battery. Let's throw in the battery, and then we'll throw on a couple different devices so we can kind of see how that lines up. Yeah, you gotta get used to this, locking that in. Alright, so with the battery, we go all the way up to almost 1100 there. So, I mean, for all sakes, that's the portable version of it. Now we're going to take this, the Legion Go 2. I do have grips on here, and add a little bit of weight, but that's stock. And we're looking at, you know, still lighter than that one with the battery. And a lot of people complain about the weight of this thing, so, and you gotta maybe add a couple grams for these grips, which they're not super heavy or anything, but. And then something that has the exact same screen and is another similarly top-end device right now, MSI Claw AI. This one's gonna be 800 and almost 820 grams. So I mean, and this, I've heard people complain about the weight on that too. So definitely with the battery, this is gonna. It's a chunky boy. It's a chunky boy, but I mean, this is also 3 times more powerful than both of those probably. So you got to think that the difference between the weight is made up for pretty handily there with the power of the processor. All right. Well, really, that's everything we're going to do now for the unboxing. And stay tuned for more.